Now I'd like to invite human rights defender Natalia Sineaeva-Pankowska, member Never Again Poland. Natalia, over to you.
Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. I'm very grateful and honored to represent the Never Again Association at this important event organized by our friends and colleagues from the Forum for Secular Bangladesh, and special thanks to Shahriar Kabir for our cooperation, and also to Mr. Karun for organizing it and other organizers. Our organization is based in Warsaw, Poland, and it has been active against racism, xenophobia, and for human rights and peace in Poland and beyond for 25 years. And our activities include education, awareness, raising campaigns against racism and xenophobia, as well as monitoring of hate crimes and hate speech in Poland, and commemoration of the Holocaust and other genocide, and activities against its denial and distortion. In my brief presentation today, I would like to point to aspects. First of all, Poland, as well as Eastern and Central Europe, historically has been multicultural and diverse, with its Jewish population and with other minorities, for example, Muslim Tatars, living historically in the region near the eastern border with Belarus. And for ages, they have been an integral part of Poland and constitute an important part of Polish identity. It is also the region where Ludwig Zamenhof was born, in the border city of Białystok, near Poland and Belarus. Zamenhof believed that the language and religious barriers are the main reason for conflicts between people and war. And he invented an international universal language, Esperanto, one that one can easy to learn and accessible to all, and a universal religion, Komaranasimo. Poland also became a place where most of European Jews were exterminated in death camps created here by Nazi Germany. Sadly, ironically, this border region became today the place where many refugees are stopped in critical conditions with very little help and perspective for the future. And escaping from wars, conflict, difficult situations, these people are facing hostility from others and need our support and solidarity. And this situation illustrates the limits of humanity. And as the representative of the Never Again Association, I'm very grateful for this opportunity to draw attention to Polish and European historical diversity, past genocides, and how it relates to the current situation with the refugees on the border, as I am based now here. And once again, important lessons should be learned from the past for today. And the second aspect I would like to mention is also relates to the past, present, and common challenges for Eastern Europe, but also Asia today. And for world, we can witness globalization of hatred and racism, globalization of Holocaust, and also other genocides, denial and distortion. And this is when the ideas and certain discursive strategies can be easily transferred and shared by various deniers and distorters. As whenever again, we are currently working on our initiative and project, identifying and countering Holocaust distortion, lessons for and from Southeast Asia, in cooperation with our local partners. And first of all, what is unique in this and interesting in this project is that it suggests collaboration and exchange of practices and mutual transfer of knowledge between regions, Eastern and Central Europe and South and Southeast Asia. And both regions have commonalities and differences, but share the global experience of World War II. Also, both regions with very diverse populations experience a long history of wars, violence, and genocides. And our project aim is to research, identify, and counter various forms of Holocaust denial and distortion existing in the region by creating joint counter strategies and argumentation based on Eastern European experience and applicable to the context of Southeast Asia. So the project includes 3 countries, Thailand, Cambodia, and Myanmar. And we also work, for example, and trace the issues of Rohingya, but also pluralist diversity of Myanmar historically, because there are many people not living there, for example, Jewish community. So something which can be used for future for democratic Myanmar. Through the exchange of practices, we inspire critical memory discourse in dealing with the past and the legacy of regional instances of genocides and conflicts. The project deals and uncovers with rise of multi-deniers. For example, Israel Shamir and Jacques Verger have denied and distorted both the Nazi crimes and the crimes Khmer Rouge in Cambodia. They occasionally found audiences in the region. And Jacques Verger, Thailand-born French lawyer, He defended Nazi Klaus Barbie, known for personally torturing prisoners in the Gestapo, primarily Jews and members of the French resistance. And at the same time, Khmer Rouge, head of the state, Du Champagne, actually, his book, We Easily Denying Genocide in Cambodia, we just found two years ago at the university, at the canteen of the Royal University of Phnom Penh. And he defended him. So Professor Rafał Pankowski, one of the co-founders of the Never Again Association, who was supposed also to join the conference today, but couldn't do it for some health reasons, he works on this and on this phenomenon of multi-denials, on globalization of genocide denials. And through the project, we want to emphasize also the significance of the Holocaust as a universal heritage, a kind of paradigm at a point of reference in debates on human rights and other genocide in the region and beyond. And in this context, we can also think about Bangladesh, with its history of liberation war, genocide, sexual violence, and other issues needed to be addressed. And by its recognizing and we challenge genocide deniers and distortions and build awareness to prevent future atrocities. These are a few points I just wanted to mention today, something we need to think about. And I'm very grateful for being able to share it with them. Global solidarity, response, action to these challenges are very important now. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Natalia.